So let's just start with a little bit of standing practice. So just get in a good standing position, find some space to stand in, about shoulder width apart, comfortable, relaxed position for your body. Let your knees be open and soft, slight bend in the knees, relaxing the shoulders. You can take a deep breath, lifting the shoulders up, and then just dropping them back down, kind of settling the shoulder blades in, relaxing the arms. And just take a few moments to settle your breath. You can close your eyes right now if you'd like to. Think about letting the flow of your breath move inside your body. Wherever you feel your breath most strongly, just let your mind come to that place. Whether that's deep in your belly, in your chest and diaphragm, or in your mouth and throat. Just notice where you feel your breath. And just take a few moments with your own breath in your own bodies. And then continuing with this inner focus on your breath, you can bring one hand to the lower dantian, your hara, below the belly button, and bring another hand to the middle dantian, your heart center. And with this contact with your palms, this contact with our lao gongs, our energy points in our palms, we're just going to relax into our breath from here too. So continuing breathing, continuing with that internal focus. But now we have this contact with the outside of the body too. And we're doing a few things here. One thing we're doing is creating a circuit with our arms and the lao gong for the energy to flow through the dantian, through the body. Another thing we're doing is bringing focus from our minds through the hands. Our hands are very connected to our minds. So by putting our palms on our dantian, we're bringing our mental focus much more clearly to our inner energy. And again, you can take some time to breathe deeply, noticing how those dantian points move with your breath, expanding as you breathe in, compressing as you breathe out. This rising and falling like a wave, moving through the body, the wave of your breath. And with each successive breath, you can think about slowing the rate of your breathing, finding more space in your body to breathe into, slowing your exhalation to emptying slowly and gently. Then you can let the arms fall away, relaxing by the side of the body again. And if your eyes were closed, you can open your eyes. And here, just getting in touch with your natural stillness. Stillness like a tree, able to sway and rock. Not an artificial rigidity in your body, but this flowing, swaying stillness. And we're going to start with just some energy circulating breathing. So we breathe in, let the arms rise up the side of the body. And breathe out, let the arms fall down the center line. Think about rising with your whole body and then sinking with your whole body, bending the knees and sinking down into the earth. Stretching up, extending the legs, sinking down, bending the legs. So this flow of circulation, like a current through the body. This movement, it's about circulating energy, rising up the back and sides of the body, and pouring down the front of the body, washing the front, washing the organs and the center line. Then we get to the bottom of this breath. We're going to pick up in front of the body, reverse the same circulation, like you're scooping water up, pouring it over the face, and letting the arms cascade down the side of the body. Picking up, breathing in, expanding out, breathing out. Again, thinking about letting your whole body express this extension outward and this sinking in and gathering. Circulating energy rising up the front of the body and sinking down the back and sides. Finding this internal current of energy in your body, seeing if you can feel it move through the whole body. And once more, let the arms rest. The next exercise we'll do is just stimulating energy around the belt meridian, loosening up the body. So you can make your stance a little bit wider, so we have space to kind of turn and rock our weight. And just beginning with turning around the belt meridian line, rotating. We do this exercise in Aikido a lot, just loosening up tissues in the upper body, opening up the spine, letting your whole spine and neck and head turn. Let the arms be relaxed, floating like clouds. Think about relaxing, releasing the shoulders, moving from your hips. And then as you're finding this rotational movement, you can begin to shift weight from side to side, sinking into one leg and emptying weight out of the other leg. This feeling like water sloshing through the legs. Trying to get to a place where you feel one leg is filled with weight and the other is completely empty. Sinking into your knees, into your feet, and into the earth. Keeping the arms relaxed, shoulders relaxed. And as you're working on this weight shifting movement, I'll back up so you can see a bit better. We're going to pick up the toes on one side, just rotating on the heels. So we're releasing even more weight. just practicing rotating on the heels, releasing even more weight out of the body, out of that leg, sloshing and sinking into one side and emptying the other. You can even pick up the foot a little bit if you feel comfortable doing that. Working on this quality of effortless weight shifting. Always letting the rhythm of this movement be dictated by your own natural breathing. And then you can let both feet start to just settle back into the ground, letting the movement slow itself down, finding equal weighting again, letting the arms relax, the hips stop turning, until the movement just goes inside. You're just left with this little turning and rotating inside the body. And just take a moment here to check in with your body, check in with your breath, while I check in with the phone. And hello, everyone. And okay, the next thing we're going to do is some wave breathing. And then we're going to integrate it into a little bit of walking and moving. So just finding that relaxed posture, that relaxed stance about shoulder width apart, open and loosen the knees. We're just going to do this wave stimulation in front of the body. Just like this. You breathe in, let the arms rise up, very relaxed. You breathe out, let the arms sink down. This feeling's like a wave rising and falling in front of the body. Again, letting your lower body feel the movement here. Rising up, extending the legs, and coming down, sinking into the knees and the earth. Again, with this movement, as with everything else we do, letting the flow of movement be dictated by the rhythm of your own natural breathing. So everyone's rhythm, everyone's flow can be a little bit different. Just attune to the flow of your breath, breathing in, breathing out. Letting the wrists and fingers be relaxed and open. The elbows heavy, weighted underneath. Seeing if you can feel this wave moving through the whole body, rising up the legs and back, cascading down the front of the body and back into the earth. And on your next breath in, let the arms rise all the way up to the sky. And breathing out, just release down the sides. And next we'll do a little bit of wave walking. So I don't know what kind of space you have in your house, even if you can take a few steps, it's plenty. So keeping this feeling of wave breathing, we're just going to take some steps with it. So when you breathe in, the wave rises up, one leg rises. You breathe out, you come down with the heel and then the toes, shifting weight, this quality of bringing all the weight forward so my back leg is free. The wave rises with the back leg, comes down again. So I'm always trying to release the weight out of my back leg before I move it. Taking your time in this movement, try to be relaxed and think about holding your balance from the lower dantian. If you have any trouble balancing, just let the leg come up just a little bit. You don't have to bring the knee way up like you see me doing. You feel some imbalance and shakiness, just think about sinking weight into your lower dantian. Holding from there, you can even make a contraction with your abdominal muscles. This is a very basic Qigong walking, moving meditation. So just let yourself get into this meditative quality of it. And if you don't have very much space to work with, you can just lift up one side and put it back down. Lift up the other and put it back down. So you can do this in a standing position too. Working on this feeling of shifting weight effortlessly side to side a little bit like this. You can also do a variation where you come forward like that and rise up again, switching to the other side like this. So find whatever space you're working with. We're all kind of limited by the space we have in our own individual houses or yards or whatever. Just find one of those variations that works for you and just get into the flow of it. Find the meditative quality of your breath. And then take a few more moments to work with this movement. And just come back to a relaxed position here. And give me one moment here. And okay, let's see. Okay, you have to bear with me a second. I have to change to an inside practice because my phone needs to be plugged in. So you're gonna come with me here into my house. And we're gonna do this inside. So for those of you that haven't been here, this is my house, kitchen. Here we go, we're gonna go through the whole house. This is my bedroom. And then we're gonna come into this room. This is mostly a playroom for Cooper, but it's also, I guess you'd call it a library, a playroom, a workout room, whatever you want. So give me one moment here. Oh, I lost you. Excuse that. So technical difficulties. I'm upside down for some reason. There we go. Okay, give me one moment. And now we're okay. I just need to get some light here. Okay, so Hello again. So now we're going to, let me just adjust this a little more straight. Okay, now we're going to go back into some just static practice. We'll do some movements that are for connecting earth and sky together. So I kind of have this series of 3 movements that I like to do, which are about connecting earth and sky, but they're also for building up our physical energy fields and kind of reinforcing that energy. My teacher from New Zealand, who I study a lot with, talks about in this moment to build up this energy field is a way to kind of keep immune health in a good way. So we're going to do these movements with that in mind of like building up immunity and strength in our energy fields and just connecting to earth and sky. So the first movement, we're going to bring our hands in front of the middle dantian here, palms facing each other. And from this place, as we breathe in, one hand will rise and the other will lower. The palms will face to the earth and sky. As we breathe out, we just make a slight arching, opening this shoulder a little bit. And don't, make it a deep stretch like we're reaching out here, but just like making space inside the body. And as we breathe out, we keep the hands in our center line, come back to the middle dantian. Breathe into your center, breathe in and rise with the other hand, and breathe out to one side. Breathe in, coming back to the center, and breathe out to the dantian. Breathe in, rising and stretching. Breathing in and out, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out, in and out.
Tim, could you ask everybody to mute their mic?
Yeah. Can everybody mute their, can you all mute your videos? Oh yeah. Hey.
The mute button's on the lower left-hand corner on the computer version, and I'm not sure where it is on the smartphone version.
I think we got it. So,
thank you all.
So again, continuing this, checking that your palms are really kind of gently pushing in these 2 directions. And trying to see if you can feel this movement of extending and then letting everything come back into the center before you extend again. So there's this feeling of like sliding and passing through, but take a moment to pause and be with your center, like we're breathing in and out into our center, breathing in and out to earth and sky. So even in a movement that seems to be kind of extending and passing by, there's also the quality of gathering energy into our center and extending something out. Do this once more on each side. And then just release down into the earth. We'll move into the second movement for connecting earth and sky here. So I'll turn the side on so you can see a little bit how I'm moving my arms. So when we breathe in, we're going to let the arms float up in front of the body with the palms facing in to about chest height. When we breathe out, we're going to interlace our fingers and press down into the earth. Breathing in again, we let the arms go all the way up, palms facing the sky. And breathing out, let the arms sink down. So again, from the front view, breathing in to chest height, interlace the fingers and breathe out down into earth. Breathing in, palms facing the sky, and breathing out, releasing down again. Breathing in, gathering up from the earth, pouring down the dantian. Breathing in, rising up to the sky, and releasing down again. Breathing in and out. Again, letting your knees be soft and open. Each time we release down into the earth, sink down in our legs a little bit, pressing down and sinking, extending up, and releasing down again. Letting the movement follow the flow of your natural breathing. If you have any shoulder issues, you can make the movement smaller, adjust for your own body. You don't have to have your arms at full extension. If there's any pain issues there, you can keep it really nice and small. Just getting the shape of it is going to circulate the energy in this way, so you can keep it smaller like that too. So this movement is also connecting earth and sky, but there's this feeling of transmitting and circulating energy through our energy field, the space our arms reach out into, cultivating physical health, circulating the chi around our body. Move through this movement once more. Just let the arms relax at your sides for a moment. And then we'll move into this third movement for connecting earth and sky. This movement is going to have some qualities that are similar to that one. This movement is also a movement that is for the triple warmer organ system in Chinese medicine. The triple warmer corresponds kind of to this three dantian system and how it works in sort of cardiovascular nervous system flow in the body. So this movement has kind of that dual functionality of connecting earth to sky, being for your triple warmer meridian. And then of course also it's cultivating circulation in our energy field, which is good for our immune health right now. So this one, we'll bring the feet a little bit closer together. And it's going to start with the arms rising up the sides as we breathe in. And we have the hands above the head, interlace the fingers, and turn the palms up to the sky. Breathe out to the sky. Again, you can extend fully if you're comfortable, or just gently a little bit if you have any shoulder issues. Turn the palms back to face the head, breathing in to shoulder height, and then turn the palms over and breathe out. So breathing in, rising up, interlacing the fingers, breathing out, pushing up to the sky, breathing in to shoulder height, and breathing out to the earth. Breathing in, rising up, interlacing the fingers, breathing out, pushing up to sky, breathing in to shoulder height, and out to the earth. And think about the feeling in your body here, how you might feel the passage of this movement, this energy, the stimulation in your muscles, going all the way from earth through lower dantian, middle dantian, upper dantian, extending to sky, and sinking back down from upper dantian to middle to lower dantian and into the earth. So those three dantian system, they're not like isolated points. They are constantly interacting in field together. But you could think of them like three stages for this movement, where the movement and flow of energy and breath is going from the earth up through the three dantian to the sky, and from the sky down the three dantian into the earth. complete one more cycle of this movement. You can let your feet come back out to a more relaxed position. Take a moment to settle the weight of your body. I like to take these moments in between movements to check in with the quality of my breath, the quality of my stillness, the stillness of a tree and not a statue. My shoulders are relaxed, my hands are open and welcoming energy flow. I'm extending through the top of my head, rooted through the bottoms of my feet. Okay, and then next we're going to do some more stuff that's good for like immunity boosting health. Some of these things I put in that video I put out there last week that you might have seen. But the first thing we'll do is just some bouncing. So you can keep your feet rooted into the ground and bouncing, or you can come up on your toes and bounce, whatever feels good for you. But think about releasing the joints. This vibration we're doing has nice qualities of releasing the joints, calming down the nervous system. And the gentle vibration through the whole body stimulates the lymphatic system and helps support our immunity to sickness, virus, so on. So just take this time to bounce and gently vibrate your whole body. Shaking loose tension and nervous energy, finding space in your joints to free up. You can let the arms rise up to shoulder height, keeping this quality of like weight underneath the arms, so I don't feel like I'm really lifting them up with my shoulders and back, but just like they're floating up and hanging really relaxed. And you can see my wrists are really relaxed and floppy here. And then you can let the arms float all the way up. Again, trying to cultivate the most relaxed way you can hold your arms up. So whatever your mobility in your shoulders and back is, find the relaxed position for your hands to be up towards the sky. And again, you can bounce with your feet connected all the way, or you can come up on the toes and get more bouncing going. Whatever feels good for you. And then just release the arms and let this vibration kind of settle down into your body. So take a moment to just notice what you feel, the vibrating, the tingling, everything kind of sinking down into the earth. We're just gonna kind of transition from that into some horse stance rooting practice. So I don't have as much space for you to see my legs here, but we've all practiced horse stance a little bit, I think. Get a wide stance, a little bit wider than your shoulders. You can go really, really wide depending on how your leg strength and joints feel. And we'll get a nice bend in your knees. And if I turn side on, you can kind of see the quality of this posture is about aligning the three dantian structure. So we want to tuck our tailbone slightly in, tilting the pelvis that way, sinking into the knees. Think about opening your chest a little bit too. So I'm keeping my tailbone in, my lower dantian is kind of oriented forward. My middle dantian is oriented forward with this chest opening. And my third eye, my upper dantian is oriented forward by just relaxing my chin and extending up through the top of my head. You can think about this structure again. They're sitting on top of each other. They're all a little bit forward energetically. And I'm sinking into my knees, almost like I would be about to sit on something here, like sit on a ledge. And then you can slowly and gently let the arms rise up, like we're holding a large bowl. The elbows are heavy, the shoulders are relaxed. My palms are facing inward but are slightly upturned. My fingers are extended and relaxed. And just in this position, you can again take the time to check in with my rooting, weighted through the bottoms of my feet. My knees are bent and open, letting the weight flow down through them. My tailbone is tucked in, the lower dantian brought a little bit forward. My chest is open, the middle dantian brought a little bit forward. Shoulders and elbows relaxed. Chin relaxed down, and I'm extending through the top of my head. Take a few deep breaths in this position. And if you find qualities of like tension or ache in your upper body, you can think about with each breath, releasing that weight like a waterfall down the back, down the chest, down into the legs, down into the earth. The more and more practicing this quality of releasing the weight and the tension down until you can feel like the earth is just holding you up. Your body doesn't have to do the work. The earth is doing it for you. And then on your next breath in, let the arms rise up, breathing in, and just breathing out, release down the center. And we'll move into one more movement that is kind of, well, maybe we'll do both of these movements. I wanted to do some of the bird Qigong from the 5 animals forms. And these movements are really nice and graceful and really about softness and ease of movement. And I think we should have time to do them. Yeah, okay, great. So these are movements for bird, the bird animal in the 5 animals Qigong forms. So the first movement we'll do is we bring our hands atop each other like this. And we breathe in, we bring the arms up to where our head is between our arms like this. And kind of tilt forward a little bit, bringing your head between the arms. Breathing out, release the arms down and shift weight to one side. Picking up the other foot, stretching the arms, leg back. Breathing in, shift back to equal weight. Bring the arms up. Peek your head through here. We're making the shape of a peak almost here. Breathing out, shift to the other side. Stretch the arms and leg back. Breathing in, rising up, make your beak shape. Get your head in there. Breathing out, stretching back, weight on one side. Breathing in, rising up to your beak shape, tilt your head forward into it. And breathing out, release to the other side. And I'll move sideways so you can see a different angle here. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. If you find it hard to balance on one leg, you can keep the toes of the back leg on the ground. If you feel comfortable in your balance, you can bring the leg way up like this. Feeling the qualities of this movement, the qualities of the bird, finding lightness in your steps, your arms relaxed like wings, stretching the most relaxed way for your own body. We do this movement once more on each side. And just release your breath down to the earth. And then we'll do the second movement for the bird. So this one really integrates this feeling of wave arms. And we've played with this movement probably with movements from Yan Sensei, Yan Shihan before. I'm sure we've done them in different capacities, but this movement brings that kind of feeling. So what we're going to do here is, again, this feeling, we shift weight to one side and try to take weight off the other foot. We breathe in, let the wings rise up to about halfway. Breathe out, sinking back down to the lower dantian. Breathe in, the wings rise all the way up and the backs of my hands touch here above my head. And breathe out, shift to the other side. So breathing in to shoulder height, out, down to the lower dantian. Breathing in all the way up, the backs of the hands touch. And breathing out, shifting to the other side. Breathing in, out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in, out. Think about finding that very relaxed quality in your arms to move like wings, releasing the shoulders, elbows, wrists in that order as we release down. Do this once more on each side. And come back to a neutral stance here. And we'll just finish up with the same way we began, with this energy circulating breathing. So breathing in, rising up the side of the body. Breathing out, pouring down the front center of the body. Breathing in, rising. Breathing out, pouring down and sinking. Feeling this circulation like a current through the body, rising up the back of the body and down the front of the body. Cleansing the organs, washing energy in this current. And you can pick up in front of the body, reversing the circulation, pouring out down the sides and back, like you're picking up a handful of water, pouring it over the face and out beyond the body. Just let the arms relax at your sides. You can bring your hands to the lower dantian, making contact with the lower dantian, sometimes referred to as a deep well of energy. In this well, you can fill and empty. You can summon what you need out of it. You can fill it with whatever you please and empty it out again. It's this kind of endless circulating of energy from this deep well. And so making contact at the end of the practice to just give thanks to this well and the seat of balance and physical body, physical health. Okay. Thank you.